Hey, what's up, guys? Team T Not Ricky One here, and I'm on this collab channel. I'm sorry. Today's topic is talk about Japan, how you got into anime, manga, Japan. Alright, start off with Japan, mother freaker. Alright, how I got to Japan is well, first I was reading these books, right? Manga. Actually, no, sorry, Japan. I was how did I get into Japan? Well, we gotta talk about how I got to anime and manga into it. Alright, so how did I got to manga? I was just reading these what was my first manga? I think my first manga was what was my first manga? That I think that I owned. It would probably have to be Naruto, cause I bought this anti-graphic manga. It was the second movie, cause it was the thickest manga book, but it was had colorful pages in there. It was pretty cool. And that was my first one. I was like, I want to say 8. Well, yeah, that was a couple years back, 8. But like but I always went to the library to always kept reading manga, and I know what it was. So I was like, why are the books like right to left, whatever, however it is, right to left to right, right to left, same thing. And the library told me it's a manga book, it's from Japan. I was like, really? So I started searching up Japan and all that shit, and I was like, oh, Japan created like the manga books and all that stuff. So later on, I started buying more manga, and since Naruto was my first manga, I was like, I enjoyed it so much, I went to buy the Yu-Gi-Oh manga that I bought for $1, which I got a Egyptian card for, which is pretty cool. And I bought a lot more manga since, and now my collection grew a little bit. But yeah, so that's kind of how I got into manga, like just from a library point of view. Didn't know, and now I know. So, I mean, that was like 5 years back. So, but I was like 6 or 7 when I started reading manga, like 7, 6, 7, no, not 6, 7 or 8, one of those two. But yeah, how I got into anime. Well, I'll be right back. Alright, how I got anime? Okay, first it was Naruto. Well, technically no, it was first it was Yu-Gi-Oh, because I was really obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh and wrestling, which I'm still in to this day. Yu-Gi-Oh is it's a little iffy because 5Ds is really makes me mad. But how I got anime, I was like, alright, so I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh and I didn't even know that was an anime, like honestly. So yeah, I didn't know that, right? So I was like, alright, it's not an anime. And sorry if you hear the noise, my mom acting so damn stupid. God, Jesus. Alright, so like I said, okay, so Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't know it was anime, so I kept watching it and watching it. I just love the original series. The original series is my favorite. And you know, I started collecting the cards and all that stuff, and I still didn't know it was anime. So then I watched Naruto in 2006, the release date for it. The first very episode felt so brand new. Naruto, this is Naruto Shippuden though, but Naruto, I watched the release date for it. It was really, really, really pretty cool. And I was like, nah, it's gonna be boring because I wasn't. See, Yu-Gi-Oh was a card game. It wasn't all fighting. It was only monsters that I was fighting. I didn't know if I was ready to go to the Naruto action, you know, kunai throwing knives on Cartoon Network, Tsunami. I watched it. It was pretty cool. And what really kind of got me into anime was kind of like Toonami got me into anime, sort of. Because like Toonami had all these anime. Really, it was first it was Yu-Gi-Oh, but I didn't know it was anime. Then Naruto, but I still didn't know it was anime until like a year later. No, like 2 weeks later, when it was on no, when it was on Toonami, and then like it was like had One Piece, Boba, whatever it's called, and it had Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, alright, so I went on Cartoon Network and I was like Toonami, and it was like anime, and I was like anime, so I was like maybe Japan created that too, so I searched on Japan and blah 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 blah, and yeah, they created it. So that's kind of how I got to manga, anime, and then Japan. Then I started liking Japan. I started buying the books, and I just bought this one. I'm back. I just bought this old classic from my library. They were selling it, believe it or not, right here. It's you know, now you see it has a sticker. My library is selling for about $2. No, how much was it selling? Really, it's $19 originally, but it's so used that I got it for about $5. And this has all the old school animes. You name it, 500. Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, Shining. Uh, got freaking Spider-Man in here, even though it's not really an anime. Originally it was, but now it's not. But he has all this stuff. I just rinsed by that. So I think that's kind of how I got into Japan anime and manga. So yeah, I'll leave a link to my original channel. You guys want to subscribe and shit. But yeah, I guess that's my anime collab. Thank you. Anime moment part 4. Oh yeah, you know what to do this. Alright, I'm sorry. Deuces.